Ladies and gentlemen, Bonds, welcome to Woodville and Ardloyne. It's good to see a good turnout today. I'd like to thank Castlemoat Flute Band from Glasgow. Welcome to your ancient homeland, where people of all ideas. But history tells us the Scots came from Northantrim. So what I'm saying is, Brian, history has been rewritten. They don't want to let that be known. Robert the Bruce tried to put his brother on the throne here back in the 14th century because he had a claim to be the King of Ireland. People forget that. The first King of Scotland was Kenneth MacAlpine, a great-grandson of Fergus O'More, who took his people across the North Channel to Argyll, to a place called the Nod, and there he set up his kingdom. Brian, people forget that. This is the most ancient part of the kingdom. Don't you forget it. Brian, I have watched this week with sadness, hearing all the excuses which the decent people knew was going to happen because they gerrymandered. They paid money to get what they wanted. 108 MLAs for 1.5 million people. My goodness. In Scotland they've nearly 6 million and then we got 130 MLAs. Wales, 2.5 million people, have only got 60. We have 1.5 million people, we've got 108. The first thing I would say is, it needs to be redrawn. And this bit about bringing in commissions and all the rest of it, these have been tried and they haven't worked. Nobody seems to admit that. But of course, a lot of our politicians are on the gravy train. This form of democracy, that made way for nepotism. In other words, there was jobs for the boys and jobs for their families. And I heard a reporter say they'll not vote against it because they have over 400 people employed who are members of family. That is wrong. I want to see a parliament which has a strong opposition. It really said a government can't feel safe without a robust opposition. We haven't got an opposition. Brian, it's not democracy in no form whatsoever. And these people think, like, well, come to an election in the future. And I hope you remember regarding nepotism and tell them that's not right, it's wrong. On a green note, on the 9th of September, Wednesday, the Queen will be the longest reigning monarch this country has ever known. She'll pass Queen Victoria, who at the present time holds that record of the longest serving monarch. She's been a faithful monarch to us. Her family let her down, but she never let us down. Brother, I hope on Wednesday you'll give thanks for the Queen for such a long service. You know, sometimes I wonder, people talk about presidents. Could you imagine a president in charge of Britain? What? Tony Blair? What about Salmon? my goodness. These are fellas who would be jockeying for it. And Cole of the Labour Party, who doesn't want an army. He says he doesn't know whether he would need the army. Them's the sort of people that would be going for president of this country. And within a lot of years, you would find corruption. And I mean corruption. Brown, we have been privileged to live in the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. I remember as a wee boy looking at the Daily Sunday Express. There was a photograph of the Queen stepping down off the aircraft coming back from Kenya, and the caption was, "A second Elizabethan age." Brown, we have been lucky. We defeated, our soldiers defeated Nazism, fascism, and the Japanese, who were all bent on having a world empire. And I always remember my father saying, Kahima, 1,500 men stopped 3 Japanese divisions and turned the tide in India and in Burma. Brown, there's people like you who done that and give us civil and religious liberty, which was delivered by our forefathers in 1688 to 1691. Brown, on Wednesday, thank God for a good Queen. I was watching a program on YouTube regarding flute bands in Germany. And there was this band walking down the street, and what was it playing? The Sloop John B. I wonder will they protest about that. The other one was, I watched the band and I asked the fella, what is that band playing? And he says, they're playing the girl I left behind me. Oh, he says, no they're not. They're playing Boiling Water. Boiling Water was a tune of the British Army. Right to this day, they still play Boiling Water. So, Brown, we let these people talk, and they talk us out of things. Don't be fooled. Remember, we have stood up for civil and religious liberty, not for us, but for all, no matter whether you were a Hindu, whether you were a Muslim, whether you were a Roman Catholic, or whether you were a Protestant. We stood up and let them worship the way they want to worship. Don't let them try and tell us how to worship, like, but they have every right to worship whatever way they want to worship. Rather, civil and religious liberty for all. And remember, Eta Montanius, I will maintain. Fine. I'll ask the colours now to leave. I ask the Castle Monkbarn to play the national anthem of the United Kingdom.
Queen, God bless her.